here. Already a nice opening music, isn't it? And go over here and potentially, mayhaps at some point, we'll see something. Because as I said, after I unplannedly finished the other game, we're going to play around with Ancient Lease, Vanished Omen, which is a very, very big title to say it's his one. Part of these Chronicles Plus series only, because this game has been remade, of course, a few times. Good games have a tendency to be remade a few times, and basically this game gives you all the motherfucking options to play around with, including all those different soundtracks. From the very original old version to the remade version to the once again remade version, I think. So there's some nice things to look forward to. Hey. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Also, for some reason, strategy, you're completely overlapped by this nice little message here going like, this channel has rewards enabled. Yes, I fucking know. Could you please stop telling me, because then I can't read my chat. But listen to this nice music. Honestly, since I played this one of the very, very old versions on one of the multiple systems it was on originally, and it's an old game. It still is technically, yes, of course. Even after, I think the latest remake was from 2009, I want to say. So technically speaking, the newest version is not that old, which is not a bad thing. It means better art and shit, which I feel like I'm gonna indulge myself with, actually. That's because I haven't really played it with the new graphics, and I kind of would like to make a bit of a mental comparison, basically. That's more for myself, to be fair, because people who haven't played the original probably will not really get much out of that, but well, to be fair, this is a series of rather selfish streams, I must admit. Yes, you know, the main goal is running away from reality. Just for a little bit. A few cool things about this game. I'll show you once we are there and explain them. I do have briefly perused a little guide, so to refresh my memory. I'm gonna leave it open on the other monitor, because there are some fun scenes and I kind of would like to not miss them, but you can miss them easily enough. So there's that. Technically speaking, these games are not that difficult to finish per se, but there's some rather cute little things in them, and they're worth showing off, honestly, I think, at the very least. Now then, click the button. Look at this nice little menu. Now, I don't think I have on this... Yeah, I don't have any save game. I think I played through the Chronicles version like once, in like 2010. So it's been like 14 years and almost 15 years. Really is not much here, to put it mildly. This, however, is something I really do enjoy, namely the BGM type. Let's see. Complete version that they had before, and PC88 original sound. That's pretty fucking awesome. I must say, if you make a remake, or a remaster, whatever the fuck, include stuff like that, the fans are going to fucking love it. But of course, as I said, we're going to play this as much modern as we can, basically, for no other reason than due to the sheer technology advancement we had ever since the original PC88 version. The soundtrack does sound, of course, a lot nicer in the ears in the more modern version. As for the movements, I prefer run, and there's really nothing else I can say. As you can see, the options here are very limited. If you were thinking there were going to be many graphic options for you to play around with, you're in the wrong game for that, I'll just say. You can play around with the XP display, because of course there's a leveling system, the frame type, and the wall transparency. You'll see what I mean. And of course it has blood effects, because you can actually splatter your enemies. Sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? Also, look at that nice little background, isn't it nice? Of course, if you have taken some of the information that we learned about in the Origin with you, and you start playing this game, you're gonna be like, some interesting things that overlap. Because of course Origin was rather specifically made to be a bit of an Oh, well, basically a story expansion towards the East universe and its, well, as the name implies, origins. But well, enough senseless talking. I still have my nice little, yes, I still have my nice coffee standing here. Let's push the new game button and see. Choose your game mode. Where? I think I played with this. I'm gonna go for the Chronicles now because, well, that gives me new experience and I kinda like new experiences. And a difficulty level. I'm somewhat torn here once again. I kinda would honestly go for easy for the most part, but that seems kinda pussy, I'll have to say. It probably would be better, considering that I basically just want the nostalgia trip without the trouble, but we should probably play at least on normal, I would say. I don't think I've ever played any Beast game on the harder difficulties. I just never felt... excuse me. Never felt compelled to do so, for the most part. Because the games are normally challenging enough, for the most part. I mean... let me think for a second. There are of course gonna be some boss fights in here, and considering the combat system... You know what, yeah, we're going to be, well, we're going for normal, I think. And, this is a fucking short game, basically. Comparatively speaking to what later entries will give you. So we should find ourselves completely overwhelmed in my inability to deal with it, because, well, I haven't played with this particular combat system in like forever. Restarting is usually not gonna be that much of a pain in the ass, so I guess normal it should be. I also always like to play normal. I know I've said this a million times already, but I will always reiterate that point. I do believe that most games were meant to be played on the standard difficulty. Obviously, the game was designed around the standard difficulty, which means the peaks in difficulty, as well as the following, hopefully, valleys in difficulty, usually are as intended on that difficulty. By changing that, you usually either only add or take away stats from either your characters or from your enemies, which has a certain appeal to it, yes, but for the most part, I just like to play the games as they were intended. If something feels difficult, I will assume it is supposed to feel difficult. If something feels really easy, I will assume it's supposed to feel really easy. Is kinda what I'm trying to say. I know. Surprising, isn't it? Yeah, let's click the button and... enjoy the intro. And if you thought there would not be a harmonica here, then you're kinda stupid, aren't you? Oh my, I should have had passion with the harmonica. The fucking tower. Although the cutscenes are a bit loud, aren't they, comparatively speaking? Jesus. It's fine to put my fucking out. I already reduced the BGM. Rock levels. I forgot this. Yes. That's a memory to have. Jesus. And yeah, that is how you arrive on an island in style. Shipwrecking it. Oh, that's well and truly good money spent on some very dramatic music. Look, it looks old school as fuck. Even still. Ah, shit. Now I need to actually read you, don't I? Ah, good, you're awake. Ah, little redhead. I missed you. Much as some of the characters of Ys Origin are, of course, somewhat attractive in their own way. There's nothing that beats little Adol. A little redhead. Trying yourself now? Our body's covered in bruises. That should be. You kinda shipwrecked on this island. Because you see, when Adol decided that, you know, he would like to be an adventurer, and that is actually the job title he gave himself, he decided to go to this particular island. An island that is, technically speaking, not easy to reach these days, as it is rather surrounded by storms. Which of course doesn't stop little Adol from going on, you know, not a big ship or something, but a small little boat with a sail, and sail right towards it. Of course he would. He's Adol. The guy literally doesn't fear death. Oh, is it hurting anywhere? Adol checked himself over. There was some pain, but nothing debilitating. Also, Adol has an unfortunate trait that has long been ingrained in gaming. He's a rather silent protagonist, but he does do stuff. He's just not very talkative. What can I say? It's just like... It's a rest. You're in a clinic at Barbado Port. When I think about it, I think the game has like... you have the port, you have one city, and I think a village. So 3 basic locations is all you have, basically. Hey Dad, it's a stranger awake yet. He is indeed. Ah, Slav, you're early. How did the meeting go? Same as always, no real progress. That's politics for you. Oh, Albatian's only just awoken. Glad to see you back among the living. Ah yes, where are my manners? My name is Bluto. I kinda expected so, because you own and operate this clinic, which is, well, very easily named. This is my son Slav. He found you collapsed on the beach, and brought you here. I really drove off the rebel that attacked you. It was a real close call. Adol told Slav his name, and expressed his gratitude. You could have just have him talk, but no, you have to make it like this. Adol, eh? Good name. Don't recognize you though. Where are you from? Adol explained that he journeyed from Promolog to Esteria by boat. My word, he came from overseas. Amazing, you're the first man I know of that passed the storm wall. Yep. What do you think you're doing? Oh, here she comes. What up, boy? She'll chew you up? Ah, she's a nurse. She's cool in my books. We'll chew you up, Slav. Keep making comments like that. And the wounded, you know, shouldn't you leave him be? He needs his rest. That's Myla, not keeping us in check. I'll make a point, my dear. Okay, I won't stop talking the ear off. Rest up, Adol. But know this, I'm not done with you yet. Well, yeah, I mean, somewhere we have to get some starter equipment. The clinic scare had all recovered quickly. Several days later. Okay. This looks a bit bigger. I think in the other mode, you see the part down there, wait, down there, and down there. I think basically you had a lot less actual screen and a lot more, well, menu there, but sure, I'm gonna get used to it now. I need to remember how to play this game. That's for the item, that's for saving the game, very important. You can save wherever you want, very nice. That's for your equipment. As you can see, we have literally fuck all in equipment. And That's the item one, but we can reach that with the triangle button anyway, so fuck that. Oh yeah, and the notebook. That one is rather important. Relatively important, that is. If you want to get the most out of it, that is. Because every character, of course, has a entry here, and you get, oh, as it is supposed to be a book, always 2 pages. And there's 8 pages of, well, things you can put in here. All of these are, I think, the character notes. God damn it, wasn't there a button to change that over to, there it was. And that should be the notebook for enemies. You get these entries by, well, fighting the enemies. I know, shocking, but that's kind of how it is. Just for funsies, I'm going to go here and go like down and go like That's such an awesome option. I'm not gonna play around this everywhere, but it is rather important. Look, it's a menu. Not technically. Alright, the art looks nice. Could need a bit more cleavage on the nurse, of course, because as we all know, I don't think there are many job classes that women can take up that are as fetishized as nurses, to be fair. I mean, hey, sexy nurse outfit? Well, can get behind that one. Absolutely. Morning, Adol. You seem to be in tip-top shape now. Of course. Because Adol heals like a motherfucker, literally. That guy gets stranded, and in a few days he's basically up and running around with a sword. He's truly the adventurer. Above any other adventurer. So I should probably take it easy for a bit, just in case. Well, just a walk around town could do you some good. Just don't overexert yourself. For boy your age to have slept so soundly, you must have quite a story to tell. So, the Portside Warehouse has become home base for the town's militia. Love should be there. He can answer any questions you might have. Just be careful not to do too much. Too soon. Listen, there are monsters outside town, and do not push your luck, okay? I'll be out and doing shit before you know it. It's such a nice little thing. Talk to Dr. Brewer. He's well on his way to making the town's militia a force to be reckoned with. I mean, it's a town militia, I wouldn't count on them much. But don't worry, we have our best adventurer boy. I've been on one to insist on shouldering everyone else's burdens. A real stubborn one. Never listens to a single word I say. Reminds me of someone else in this room. We're talking about your nurse. Hello, I know you're a strapping young lad and all, but please don't overestimate yourself. I don't want you getting hurt again. Oh, I will be hurt, over and over again. It's not enough to want to be up and about, but still, take care of yourself out there, okay? Isn't this a nice world? You can immediately tell this is a fantasy world, because there are actually nice strangers around that will actually take you in without expecting payment. They still have 1,000 gold in my points, and nobody was like, here's your bill, bitch. To be fair though, it kind of feels like playing an RPG Maker game, just looking at the graphics, doesn't it? Well now, who would you be? I see, you're a young man that Dr. Bluto has been looking after. So went through a lot. You're looking very well. That's Bluto for you. The fortune teller who lives in Minea, to the north. She predicted the storm wall, the monsters, everything. If there's something you need to know, you should go visit her. She'll answer every question you could possibly have. Once you're feeding up to it, that is. Don't want your wounds reopening after all. So many nice strangers. Also, this will happen a lot because basically bumping into them triggers the dialogue just as well anything else. Because technically speaking, there's no attack button in this game. We'll see how that works a bit later, once we're out of town. For the moment, there's like... Actually, let me look at this guide. 21 people in total in this town you can talk to and fill up your little notes with. I was working hard to keep the town safe, but in the end he may just be kidding himself. Rather than live in fear of a monster attack, wouldn't it be better for everyone in Barbado to move to Minea? But we try, we're simply a match for the monsters. If they attack us, we're done for. Yeah, but you know, having a town on the coast is actually kind of useful, because then you can go fishing and there's a food source. A city like Minea probably would like some extra food. You can do a lot with just grains, but some variety in your diet is kinda nice. Hey mister, did you come from the mainland? Isn't Stonewall really neato? Not for the people living inside, of course. Hope it stays forever. If it ever goes away, the girl next door will have to leave with her family. Bit selfish of you, young lad. Bit selfish. 3 cheers for the Stormwall. That's what got me my girlfriend. I mean, you could argue that he has his priorities straight. It's the town where I was born and raised. It's my home. Do you even consider leaving this place? My child's safety is paramount, so perhaps Manea with its city wall really is the place to be. God damn it. Ah, this is going to happen so fucking often. Hello, doggy. Look, if I bump into him, he's like barking at me. Isn't that cute? I've been fishing here for as long as I can remember. Since the Stormwall appeared, my catch has been consistently bigger than ever. I believe one would call that a mixed blessing. Pretty much, yeah. Well, we wiped out our trade, but hey, at least we're not starving, right? Man, these people are positive, aren't they? They like it. You're the one that's left for rescue, aren't you? Fine red hair like yours is certainly a rarity here. To you at all. Well, it's good to finally meet you. So many nice people here, isn't it amazing? And that's love. I'm gonna talk to him last, of course. Humble beginnings indeed, is what I should have probably called this, now that I think about it. Hello, random stranger. And I can reach you in one way or another, or have you completely boxed yourself in. We watch the surrounding area from here. That way, if the demons try to mount an attack, we can see them coming and get ready for it. Hope they'll attack during the day, of course, but it's better to be safe than sorry, you know? I mean, yes, abso-fucking-lutely. What's the point of having a militia if they are not even realizing they're getting attacked until it's too late? You know how many losses that would cause? If you realize the enemy already inside your fucking village. It would be rather unfortunate. Locked. Of course it is. That should be the pub, of course. Ah, such stunning red hair. You must be adult now. Dr. Bluder told me all about you. As you can see, we're on a bit of a break right now. Someone's not conducive to tourism after all. You seems to drink anyway though, if you like. What say you? When the sun appeared, this bar was always packed. Can handle being poor, just really hate being bored all the time. I mean, and just sit around, maybe should ask Left to let me join the militia. Don't know if that's really the kind of job you want to necessarily take on, but I guess if boredom is your greatest fear, then maybe. Watch out for the blue-headed demons out in the field. Be careless and you'll be dead. You're only human after all. If you're not sure about your chances for survival, then run away. Run like the wind. Good advice. Then again, I do question if Adol really is just a human. These little critters are called pickets. They've been raised as livestock here for generations. Their meat is absolutely delicious, but they're really easy prey for monsters, so we raise them here, where nothing can hurt them but us. You're making a good argument there. Things were great 6 months ago. Huge trade ships were coming in constantly, and Barbado was flourishing. These days all we do is fish, fish, and fish. They aren't for the way things were. I'm not sure this town can survive on fishing alone. It's only been 6 months, and we're already in a pretty bad way. I mean, you can. So long as you have drinking water and fish, you can survive quite long. You've got food. And I see you have some potatoes and some berries and shit, so I don't think your diet is that bad yet. 6 months ago, monsters started showing up on the North Road. As a result, I haven't seen my friends in Manea for quite some time. I know how they're doing these days. And it's protected by city walls, so it's a safer place to be. Also, basic pitch wall is kinda useful to have, I would politely point out. Helps with keeping the nasties out. Or your people in, depending on perspective. Lady always talks about leaving Asteria, but why would I leave when I have so many good friends here? I think I'm gonna go play with my friend next door. Ah, you're the girlfriend of that little lad, aren't ya? Oh well. His words, not mine. One time Barbado was swimming in traders like my husband. They all tried to go home and got swallowed up by the storms. I'm just grateful to have my family here with me, though. It's enough to keep me happy. We're going to Minea, no? Be careful of the monsters wandering the plains. Came here because I heard I could make a tidy profit in the local silver trade. Now I just want to go home. Damn Starwall. I had Stormy, Progeny, all suffer uncomfortable bloating. You're from the mainland as well, aren't you? What brings you to Asteria? Well... He's idle, Christian. His goal will always be the same forevermore. And I can tell you it is adventure. I mean, literally, you know, they actually gets into trouble for that, because when he's asked, you know, when he needs to get some information paper and they ask him what's your occupation, he's not going to be like, I'm a trader or a merchant or, you know, anything. No, he's absolutely going to write down adventurer. And everybody will look at him strangely, as you would look at somebody strangely that writes that down in his job resume. And he does give two shits about it. Ah, well, he's a bit special. In a good way, though. I must admit. Roshan and his wife live in Minea. They keep asking me to go live with them. They must be joking. This is my home. I'll never leave here, no matter what the danger. Mage have no intention of finding a new home. Understandable. I mean, if you've been living in the same house for like, you know, 30, 40, 50 years, and then somebody goes like, wouldn't you like to move over? Yeah, I'm not gonna fly well. Let us take a look then. How did I change the mode? When the make looked at him weird, the end when all is well and done, they will be grateful for it. Considering how often he gets in trouble for that, they're kinda ungrateful bitches. Yeah, I think actually the start of Monstrum Nox is literally Adol getting arrested because people just can't believe the stories about him. He's like, you are the guy, the chosen one, and the other chosen one. You're all in one person, and you acquired magic, and you lost it. And, oh yeah, you have that, you acquired that mystical, ultra awesome equipment, and you fucking lost it. Yeah. And he's like, what? I'm just telling the truth, man. He's not lying. That's the worst. He's not ever lying. He's an upstanding lad. He just has a tendency to get randomly shipwrecked. I mean, look, the first Ys game, the start of it all, what is it? He gets fucking shipwrecked, of course. Why does he get shipwrecked? Because he sails into the fucking storm war. And later on his journeys, he gets shipwrecked on that island with the Ark, of course, as well. And if we continue playing this, we do have to play this for story reasons, but I really don't want to. Lunge jumping sucks fucking ass. But oh well, I'll think about that at a later date. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I am missing one person. That should probably be Slav, isn't it? No, Slav I have. I missed someone, didn't I? Okay, so let's see. Because now that I have a guide, I can actually look up who I'm missing. Hopefully. Let's see. Old Man George. I have Old Man George. Old Man Pastoral. I have Old Man Pastoral. Marco. Where's Marco? Marco! Hello! I don't have Marco. Where's Marco supposed to be? Man in red. You should see the following people. Okay, so but yeah, honestly, these games are kinda just nice. Since the ships are all grounded, there's no work to be had at the harbor anymore. Hoping to branch out into the silver trade, but that ain't exactly what these are. Bad luck all around. Why do you think that if you're the classical, you know, harbor worker, the guy, you know, who loads and unloads ships, how did you ever come up with the idea that you would be good at silver trading? I guess it's a fisherman's life for me. And what's bad about this? Honestly, I was fishing a few times in my life and I did not found it to be problematic at all. I mean, probably not something I would like to make my whole existence, but I mean, it keeps you less bored and it keeps you fat, which are two pretty nice aspects, I must say. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, which should be all that we Neat. Well, then let's talk to Slav and get ourselves some starting equipment so that we can, you know, become more heroic and shit. Or is there anything else we can do? I don't think so. Okay, so. Hello. Look, what a strapping young lad, isn't he? Why, but isn't that all? You okay to be moving around like that? Every time I stopped by, you were sound asleep. You must have been exhausted. Oh, had any murmurings overseas about Asteria? I'd love to know what people are saying about us. But I told Slav idiot the land was cursed. Cursed? Ah, that's not really true. But it's also not too far off. So it is cursed. You can't count on any support from the outside. If they think we're cursed over here, I gotta take action. Anyway, I don't know a whole lot, but I'll let you answer any questions I can. Ask away. Anything on my mind? Tell me more about Barbado. Barbado is the only port town in Asteria. It used to just be a small fishing village until silver was discovered nearby, and it boomed overnight. Which is kinda how the story goes, yeah. As soon as the trader learns there's silver here, I'm gonna be coming over and going like, I'll buy that shit. Actually, can I get the rights to the mine as well? Ever since that storm wall showed up, no ships can get in or out. Our exporting days are over. And it's just a fishing village again. For the time being, anyway. At least everyone got some money from all the silver trade while it lasted, I guess. I mean, yeah, as soon as money gets involved, especially if there's nice opportunities to make money, people can get somewhat greedy. But then again, as I said before, for this being a so cursed land, you have all you need, basically. You even have some artisans to make some stuff for you, so I'm not really that worse off. More about Asteria as a whole. Asteria is a small island country. There are only a few towns here: Barbado, the walled city of Minea, and Zepik village in the mountains. As I said, this game literally only has like 3 fucking villages. Not long ago, there was also a town called Restin, but it got wiped out by monsters after the mine closed. And the place where I found you is called Whitehorn Beach. A mother of pearl pieces was ashore there. Great place for a stroll, safe for the monsters everywhere. Yes, oh yeah, Dark Tower. Now, if you watched the intro, somewhat, you've probably seen that tower with that very suspiciously familiar annex hanging off its side. Yeah, it's the same tower from the Origins. Just that nowadays it's called Dark Tower. Asteria's claim to fame, sort of. It just seems to kiss the clouds, doesn't it? Clear as you can see it all the way from Promolog. Yeah, that tower was precisely built to, technically speaking, not kiss the clouds, but more like you now penetrate them most brutally with tentacles, but I digress. As a touristy spot, they've been infested with monsters ever since the storm wall showed up. And that thing really made life difficult for us. Tell me about the storm wall. It appeared, let's see, about 6 months or so ago. The first storm started on a night when some trade ships carrying silver set out from Barbado. Buffeted by the storm, the ships were obliterated. Oh, nice. Washed ashore on Whitehorn Beach the next morning. We first thought it was an isolated incident, but the same fate's been met by every other ship since. So the storm wall got its start, and now we Asterians are pretty much trapped here. Most people have just kind of resigned themselves to their fate, but me, I'm too stubborn for that. Well, I mean, he's a young lad, he's probably also somewhat intrigued by adventure. I don't think I've ever met any man who's not at least somewhat intrigued by the idea of adventure. I mean, basically the whole age of Discovery was basically one giant adventure that many men joined in, and fully well aware that that could quite likely kill you. But it has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? When the storm wall appeared, monsters came with it. That's what attacked you that day on the beach. Call that particular species a rayball. Monsters first appeared on the road up to the mountain, but they began attacking the villagers soon after. Barbado in particular was hit pretty badly. Many seem just as vulnerable. They've got that wall around them, so they're much more secure. Which means you just kinda destroyed your own point, because how the fuck would Minea seem just as vulnerable if they have a fucking giant wall around them? Simple answer, they don't. Zepik was spare too, somehow. Supposedly kept the monsters out with some kinda a mystical bell. We have nothing of the sort here, though, so we have to take up arms and defend the town ourselves. But we have talked about nothing at all. You've got an iron will, man. It may be just what we need. Cornwall has claimed so many lives, it needs to stop. I assume you're looking to travel all throughout Esteria, no. That's a really bad idea. You'll beat him monsters for sure. No good can come of it. Why not join the town militia instead? You sure got the guts for it. That explained that he wanted to confirm Asteria's current state with his own eyes. Yeah, I figured. I know your type. I hope you could ever change your mind. You're a wild one for sure. It takes nothing short of a miracle to make it through the storm wall alive. The miracles will not stop there. This is my place. I know that. But it's not yours. No, Destiny's got bigger things in mind for you. Yeah, Destiny does. Anyway, when you leave here, go north. We're just a hops and a jump away from Minea. Minea is Asteria's largest city. You're sure to find some useful information there. Oh yeah, and take this with you. Isn't it nice to hear this nice little melody again? Consider it a parting gift. All of us militants carry these. They're small, but they get the job done. Don't got much in the way of armor. There's a good shop for that in Minea. Be sure to stop by when you can. Take care. If you come around again, drop in. Such a fantasy universe, isn't it? You come into a new place as a random stranger, everyone treats you nicely, and they even give you some starting equipment. Pretty sweet. I think the only store that is open right now is the doctor, and I don't think we need to hear, do we? That's so much. Fair enough, you want to see Asteria with your own eyes, do you? If you are that determined, I don't plan to stop you, but please be careful. First the storm, then the monsters. What's next? A plague of locusts? Yet, you're still with us. Seems like the hand of fate is guiding you. The hand of fate is quite strange to control of, but yeah, the hand of fate is indeed at work here. Fools rush in though. Best chat with the townsfolk. You might learn something valuable. You're going to be there. Well, just be careful not to get yourself hurt again. I'll try my bestest. You're going out again? Take care of yourself, Adol. Okay, that means it's now time for our first grande adventure outside of the village, which means we have to start fighting and leveling up, of course. The max level in this one is actually not that high, I think, if memory serves, but let's save anyway, just to be sure. Now comes the system that we need to get used on again. Because of course our next goal is going to be to go to the village. Pump system. Adol attacks enemies by running into them, so it is run automatically without pressing any keys or buttons. Yeah, I need to attack them off center, right, and not frontal, because if you attack them frontally, that basically simulates them exchanging blows, while if you attack them off center, that's basically you getting the blow and the enemy missing you. Like this. Ah, that was so good. Yeah, that's how we do it. Catch. I have only 5 XP left. Great, I'm almost dead, aren't I? Ah! Okay, I managed to kill one of them. My health is basically nothing. I'm fucking vulnerable as shit at the moment, aren't I? Oh boy! Ah! Do it, Adol! Believe in yourself! I believe in the fact that we're getting literally almost no experience out of that. Oh shit, I need a piece of armor. Holy fuck. This is gonna be, yeah. Ah! God damn it! How long would it take to level up with just these guns? Whee! And we're dead. Oh, that was quick. There's no respawn, mind you. Oh well. Let's just say so long as we don't get a nice little piece of armor on us. We're definitely not going to do any leveling, let's just say. Now I do kind of remember the way to town. It's a little goblet thing. Ah! Have I not equipped my sword? Probably not. If I had to take an educated guess, considering how long it takes to kill these enemies. Okay, let's go back to town. And heal. Because of course, luckily enough, other heals in town. I check my inventory. Of course it wasn't equipped. I was about to say, if it takes that fucking long to kill them, then something usually is not going right. Better. Right. Okay, just stay still a little bit. We're healing. Now, here we have once again learned an important lesson. Said lesson B. Make absolutely damn sure that you actually equip the equipment that you get. Because the game is not gonna fucking do it for you now, are they? Sometimes I know they will not. Well, this fig's actually worth a bit more XP. Nice. It will take a little bit of time to get used to the bump system again. Because of course this game had decided to go the exact opposite way than, for example, the Zelda games went. But now you have actually a button to use your fucking sword. But who needs a button to use your sword anyway? If you can just bump into the enemy and murder them like that. There's the wall of Minea. God fucking damn it. Okay, yeah, we should definitely aim to make our way to the other town without too much interacting with the enemies. At least until we get a piece of armor or something, because, well, we die far too quickly. To be fair, short sword is also not that impressive. I cannot really tell you what's going to be the last weapon, though. And if you have been somewhat listening to my usual ramblings during the Origin streams, you'll probably have figured it out at this point. I'm just gonna put the rest of the information to my very own lonesome self. Block the wall. West Minea Gate. 150 Melier. South Baba Report. 5 Quinlay. Just like trailers, you know, if you create a world, start with something that is obviously going to confuse the ever-living shit out of people, namely introducing a whole new system for units, be it for distance, be it for weight, or be it for anything else. Because why not? Minea Gate, just ahead. Is there anything on this path I need to think about? Don't think so. And of course, now we are basically now in the surrounding areas around the tower. Quite a few centuries later, after the events of Origins, meaning that a few things we should probably look for. Hey, you! Stop right there! It's like you should stay indoors. Dangerous out here. Where are your parents? Well, you don't look that young, I guess. Yeah, no shit. Sorry, I don't mean to be neck. I shouldn't be addressing you like you're 3-year-old or something. Well, can't say I recognize you. I'm from Barbado. Lands outside are teeming with monsters. You'd be better off in Minea. He's nice, yeah? He gives you a nice warning. To come inside and not to die, and I think we will, because there's some stuff in there. So actually, a missable, eh? Okay, what's that about? It's for character entry. Okay, there's a character that apparently is hard to get. Guess we're gonna make a save game and try to getting him then. And usually I'm not that worried, but what if the guy nicely tells me that that's important for some reason? I see. That was probably him, wasn't it? Game, I have the power to rewind time unlimited. You really think you can stop me? How am I supposed to be? Let's see. From the right, I quickly go right to the east. Okay, that I can remember. Then south, you should say. Then is approach it, so quickly talk to my own. East, south. Where the fuck is the guy? Are you the guy? You're not the guy. Fuck. How is he supposed to be looking? He has a little cape on him. I do hear a door. You would assume that I'm on the right track. But damn it, now I'm feeling challenged. Okay, so if I go like this. Yeah, get the other guy. Shit. Ah! I hate it when you do this. See, this is why I don't like reading fucking guides, because if you do so, I want to give you some information that you have no other way of getting, and once you have that information yet, it's hard to get it out of your head again. Okay, so this looks like the clinic, doesn't it? So it's probably that building. You're not the one I'm looking for, are you? You're a fucking child. There's the doctor. At the side, please. There are patients to be seen. Me? I'm Dr. Klaus. Wait. Please let me pass. I'm reading my story. If you're hurt, I'll examine you later. For now, please stand aside. Don't worry, I'll be too late to help, so if you'll excuse me. He starts sprinting and gets stopped by some random peasant. Okay, we got the doctor. I'm happy about that. Dr. Klaus, there he is. Okay. Now, how many people are there in this particular town? Don't you have a number somewhere for me? Because that would be rather helpful. No, you're not. Now that's something. Okay, let's go out of town and make it again so we can actually do this the right or proper way. Further, near the side of the North Pass, there's a huge bowl-shaped crater known as Baku Badet. Seems to be where the seas are coming from, as they made their hideout there. Did it was keep the monsters out, but no such luck with the thieves. Well, I mean, yeah. Oh look, she has a portrait. I wonder if she's important. I'm Ria, a poet and troubadour. You're lying to me, aren't you? A priceless silver harmonica has been stolen, but I don't know what to do. Well, that's bad. That's actually quite nice momentum. Also, you seem to be quite awakened around. Not so much sitting around a certain bowl of evil and other nonsense. Well, you had nearly as much as my own life. Understandable. But now I've been traveling in search of that perfect melody. I play ancient songs lost to the sands of time, dug from the depths of Asteria's long-forgotten past. Without my silver harmonica, I can play nary a single note. Swordsman, if you should learn any clues as to the whereabouts of my harmonica, could you please tell me? Anything at all, be it rumor or fact, please. But of course, Otto will. Literally, if you are in any sort of distress, whatever the fuck it might be, and you run into Adol, you have a 99.9% chance that he's going to take it up quite personally as his personal quest for glory to solve whatever issue you might have. Adol in a nutshell. He's just a good lad, what can I say? Ah yeah, my big brother was a miner, but he got attacked by a monster in one of the tunnels and barely made it out alive. Tried to fight back using his pickaxe, but it didn't work too well. Still, he made it. That's what really counts, right? Kinda, yeah. Another nurse. A bit too much closing there, but alas. Oh, how may I help you? I just want to talk to you. I'm quite busy here ever since the monsters started showing up. We're always getting hurt. The Klaus went to make a house call at Zepik village, since they have no medical facility or stuff there. Take care of yourself. I will. I will indeed take care of myself. My mother and grandfather say they want to go back to their old home. They look so sad about it. The bats that come out from the mine at twilight are normal. They ferociously attack both humans and livestock. Are the primary culprits in the destruction of Rustin. Interesting. Bats, you say? You would assume that bats alone would not be enough to destroy a place, but who knows? We used to live in Rustin village until the monsters razed it to the ground, anyway. Ever since the silver mine on the mountain was closed, the cost of everything has risen so dramatically. Still, it's not like we could actually sell any of the silver goods, not with the stone wall and all. And needs have to come before wants. Everyone has it right. Quite well. Once I started taking a lot of people moved here from Rustin and Barbados Port. Yeah, Minea is protected by walls, but we can't just shut ourselves away in here. We've got to fight back. Minea has an ancient history. Supposedly these walls were built a very long time ago. It's like a miracle that people back then could build huge stone ramparts like this. Yeah, surprising what humanity has achieved. Only to some motherfucking asshole then to sit around and go like, have you considered aliens yet? Like, bitch, please. I'm very fortunate to have Dr. Klaus in our city. His potions really hit the spot. Anytime there's an emergency, he's always there in the flesh. He's a true hero to us all. I saw this really sculpted, scrumptious-looking man the other day. A real debonair, too, of his black cape. When he looked at me, I swear I was scared out of my mind. His eyes were almost inhuman. My, whatever could that mean? Oh, I don't know. My grandfather, my grandpa often tells me serial fairy tales. My favorite one is the one about the silver sword used to defeat the army of monsters a long time ago. A silver sword, you say? Well, that's the fortune teller. I would recognize that particular building every fucking single time of every single day. I've been acting rather odd lately. I'm going on about the world coming to an end. Not worry. I'm still surprised how some people assume aliens were involved. People have a serious skill issue. Yeah, pretty much. I also find it highly disrespectful, you know. Here you see the achievements of humanity. The unbelievable things we have created through our own power and ingenuity. And then you have some random asshole sitting there and go like, yeah, we couldn't have done so, It's fucking disrespectful is what it is. Fucking disturbs me. Also, of course, you know, I don't believe any species that is capable of, traveling the stuff probably has better things to do than to randomly build fucking things just to fuck with the indigenous people. I mean, to be fair, if I were one, I would probably do it, but I'm an asshole when it comes to stuff like that, so that doesn't really count. There ago, I saw a stranger in town wearing a black cape with a real peculiar pale blue glow to it. Maybe I was just seeing things, I don't know. It still gave me the shivers either way. Hey, that cat man. What's the thief people have been talking about? Yeah, I already talked to you a little bitch. Did we talk to you? Yeah, we did. I forgot which houses I was already in. That's not a good start. Going to the pub then. Ricardo. You know, the harmonica-playing poet girl who hangs around on the ramparts? She's real purdy, and that show is also real purdy. It's mesmerizing. I haven't heard it in a while, though. Look, look, look. Ah. Man, this is good stuff. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if we just go for, you know, the good old-fashioned costs to what actually is it you get out of that, then yeah, if it's like, for example, running around the street as a young one, you know, using a spray can to make some graffiti on some wall in passing, okay, that doesn't require much, neither in the way of, you know, money spending nor time involvement, so okay, I can see if it's like this. But if it involves, you know, actually specifically traveling all the way fucking over here, spending I don't know how much in the way of energy, only to then go like, let's build a mega structure just because we fucking can. Sure. Welcome, how are you, stranger? Don't worry, traveler, the city of Minia is a safe haven from the monsters. You have nothing to worry about here. Speak with whom? Do I want to speak with any of you, actually? Because I do remember something. Don't really remember. Anyways, from whence did you come, sir? Bavado, you say? Ah, you're the lad who crossed the storm wall, then. I heard about you from members of the Bavado militia. They came here on their rounds. Sorry to sound a bit suspicious when I asked where you came from. Lately there have been a lot of break-ins. I thought maybe you were facing my establishment. I would never. Well then, please just come and go as they please. I think it's high time for a bit of hunting. Perhaps you'd care to join me. My name's Garrick. I've been hired by the city to track down those dirty thieves. Would you have a drink with me? Absolutely. I know much about the crooks. I did find out that long ago there were rhoda trees in this area. Rhoda trees, you say? Have you heard of a rhoda tree before? Its seeds are said to be one of the finest delicacies in the world. I'd love to taste one just once before I die. I suppose you have come across any, have you? Not yet. I know much about the crooks. And the one-eyed man. You heard a humble patron of this fine watering hole. Absolutely. Somewhere in this general area, I lost a beautiful sapphire ring I'd purchased as a gift for my wife. How did I feel as if I can't even face her? Damnable thieves. It is their doing. Okay. You're implying that you might want me to get it for you, don't you? Have you visited the fortune teller's house? She may be young, but she's good. If you're ever in need of advice or guidance, she can always set you on the right path. She's the race foremost tour guide. Or at least I used to be. The blasted Stormwall and all the monsters have driven me right out of business. I was once an old man who wanted to tour the mountain ruins. This was before the Stormwall. Seemed to be a scholar. Said he planned on investigating Dam Tower. I hope he's okay. Used to work in a silver mine, but 6 months ago the tunnels were overrun by monsters. It's all because of those damned, damned monsters that I got nothing to do but train up and out.